Hi, I'm Chris, and welcome to Japan.
Let's go! Here we go!
Konnichiwa. Where can I buy a SIM card?
I'm looking to it.
We touched down in Osaka, and first things first, I wanted to get a SIM card so that I could use Google Translate. The language barrier here is notoriously intense. And the next step was to pick up our JR Pass, which is a 7-day train pass only available to foreigners. It allows you to use the bullet train, it allows you to use most trains, and it's a must when you come to Japan. Although unfortunately it doesn't include metros, so we had to buy those tickets separately.
Yeah. 100%? Yeah. 100%.
We love popping to the shops and checking out the snacks whenever we go to a new country, and Japan has to have the best snacks around.
Oh yeah, shrimp and mayonnaise.
What's yellow peas?
After checking into our hotel, we dropped off our bags and headed into the city of Osaka. We were really keen to see Japan at night. Japan has some of the safest cities in the world, and it really felt this way. But it also felt like some crazy, futuristic, cyberpunk type honestly, you've got to see this for yourself. It's mental. This has got to be one of the best people watching places I've ever encountered. Most of the time I had no idea what was going on around me, but I was loving every second of it. Fair to say that Osaka comes alive at night time. The next day, we headed to Osaka Castle. We had absolutely no idea how hot Japan is in the summer. We're talking 36 or 37 degrees C every single day.
Electric car.
Osaka Castle was originally completed in 1586, making it 440 years old, as a display of power and grandeur by the samurai warlord and ruler of Japan, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, after accomplishing his goal of unifying Japan.
Hello. Thank you.
It took 100,000 Japanese men 3 years to build this castle, which is pretty bloody quick if you ask me.
Elevator stairs. Elevator
Stairs, yeah.
Inside this amazing monument was a museum of old samurai and Japanese artifacts. However, it was against the rules to take pictures or videos of most of it. However, I can show you a view from the top. This is the skyline of Osaka, a city with a population of 2.7 million people.
The crows here speak Japanese?
The streets in Japan are covered with these vending machines selling drinks and ice creams and snacks.
I was skeptical of this vending machine culture, but it's freaking awesome. Do you like it?
Yes. It's freaking boiling. It's nice to have a cold drink.
A lot of the time in Japan, we don't really know what we're looking at, what's going on, or the significance of certain things. We try our best to Google it, but sometimes it's best to just live in the moment and enjoy what's happening, even if you don't understand it. Before coming to Japan, we did a little bit of research and realised there was a big festival going off in July. So I thought we'd time our visit to Osaka perfectly to coincide with this. The alcohol selection in 7-Eleven is absolutely top notch and very affordable, so that was the first stop.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Tenjin Matsuri is one of the most symbolic water and light festivals in Osaka, and it just so happens to be perfectly timed with our visit. Tenjin is god of the sky, and Matsuri is festival in Japanese. This festival in Osaka dates back over 1,000 years to commemorate their god of learning. There was lots of action in the water with boats and drums and fire. There was food stalls everywhere, and my personal favourite was seeing everyone in their colourful, amazing looking kimonos and wooden flip-flops. It felt like we were getting the full Japanese experience. I find some countries that I visit that I've been looking forward to seeing for a long time really disappoint, but Japan was not one of these. I've been hyped to come here for years, and this completely lived up to expectation. In my experience here, Japan is a lot more affordable than Europe. Accommodation and food is significantly cheaper, and the standard is far higher. Don't get me wrong, Japan is not a cheap country to visit, but I think it's worth every single penny. You can get a really nice hotel room here for 45 or 50 euros a night, and a nice meal at a restaurant for 5 or 6 euros.
I will never know what is going on here, but whatever it is, it's intense. I think it's moments like this you realise that Osaka is a massive city, and this is way too many people. I don't like this, so we're going to, I think we're going to bugger off.
The next day we went to a city called Nara, which is about 30 minutes outside Osaka by train. Nara is famous for 2 main reasons. 1, its amazing temples, and 2, its 4-legged and very friendly inhabitants.
So Lisa and I made it to Nara Park. We came here on the train from Osaka, and I expected a couple of deer, maybe, 2 or 3, sort of wild, but no, there is hundreds of deer.
And it's amazing.
Hello, friend. Oh. Oh, Brandon, this guy. Brandon. My friends are following me. No idea why. Oh, you didn't even my mum, you cheeky.
Japan has a very defined culture of respect for each other. There's lots of bowing and lots of manners, and I see these deers have been taught to be just as respectful. They bow before you feed them. However, they also nibble your bum to get your attention.
My friend.
He wants a biscuit. Half a biscuit, give him half a biscuit, he's a big one. He's bowing. They've taught him to bow. Oh, he's super polite. Give him one more, go on. No. Can I give him one? I like it.
A little bit more? Yes, yes.
What do you recommend when it comes to feeding the deer?
Don't feed the one closest to where you buy the biscuits because they're really keen and they will nibble you. Walk away from them. I prefer the ones without horns. They're
I
more
like
gentle.
I like the ones with horns because they look cool. When you're done feeding them or they're getting a bit grabby, you just turn your back to them and walk away and they leave you alone, which is pretty good. If like a swarm of them come up to you, maybe just abandon that swarm because they start nibbling your pockets and like nibbling your bum trying to get your attention and stuff. But yeah, no, they're amazing.
Away from the deer, Nara city, or town, is actually very picturesque. Nowhere near the hustle and bustle of Osaka and all the crazy nightlife. However, it's very quaint, very refined, and very Japanese. In Europe, toy shops like this would only be for kids. However, in Japan, they're such playful people and such children at heart. They love places like this. It's adorable.
I hope I win you. I didn't. I did!
In most small restaurants around here, the menus are handwritten, and I think that's to show how much effort they've put into it. This can obviously be a problem when it comes to understanding what you're ordering. Google Translate to the rescue. For those of you that have not seen this before, there's a function on the app called Google Lens, and it's an absolute game changer. Simply just use your phone to take a picture of the menu, handwritten in Japanese, and bam, it's there in English on your phone screen. Wow! Coins in Japan are actually worth quite a bit of money, and also they're extremely handy for vending machines. Lisa bought this lovely coin purse in Nara to remind her of her newfound four-legged friends. And just like that, we're back in downtown Osaka. By this point, we'd mastered the ticket machines for the metro, so I thought I'd show you lot how it's done.
First step, click English. Then you want to click which station you're going to, or which line you're using. Then where you're going to, and the amount of people, so 2 people. Get a hammer, there's the price. And then you simply just put the money in. But you've got to be reasonably quick because it will time out otherwise. Two tickets. And then you just go up to a machine that says, well, has a little arrow. And it stamps a little hole in it to say that you've used it.
Join us next time where we go to Hiroshima, Kyoto and Tokyo for some more Japanese experiences. Arigatou gozaimasu!